Welcome back to Crappable.
Crab apples.
We are your hosts.
Becca.
Hostesses Matthew and
Caitlin.
Das is good.
Let's get into it.
God damn it.
Should we? Is it unnamed? Is it gonna be unnamed?
We'll just call it Crab Apple for now, or Crappable. God, it's gonna feel like a fucking fever dream getting all these files on my computer. Be like, oh, I gotta do this shit again.
Hey, at least we got it all figured out with the mic and stuff. And the thumb drives.
It's turning out pretty well. It will be less stressful having all the files as I leave the place.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting. You guys didn't see that, but we had some technical difficulties. Caitlin accidentally recorded in 4K, and so it was really funny that it held up the whole process. She wasn't even in the video she was only in the video like 30% of the time. We were waiting for 60 gigs of 4K footage for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 60
yeah.
gigs.
So that was fun.
So if you ever want to start your own podcast, do not record in 4K for the first time.
I think you should just stop after do not.
Don't.
Just don't.
The market is already saturated, and we were the last ones to get in the door, so don't do it.
Yeah. Is that what it is? We're the last exception.
Don't do it. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of the last one, I had to go to an urgent care Wednesday night with Maya, and I was the last one on the list because it was like they closed at 8 and I got there at 7:15. What are you doing?
I was trying to casually tap you.
Why?
So you can clarify who Maya is. Because they don't know who Maya is.
Well, just tell me who's Maya. You don't go fucking like.
I just say she's not autistic.
Are we High School Musical?
Yes. Welcome back to Get Your Head in the Game. We are your hosts.
The siblings.
I wish I wasn't alive. Sorry.
Same. Don't perceive me.
Please don't.
God, not with this fucking joke again, dude. I had to hear you say that 5 times because it kept fucking up on that part. Don't perceive me. Don't perceive. Don't.
You're literally gonna hate us after this.
Oh no.
You're gonna go no contact and then never.
What if we called the podcast No Contact?
Social distancing.
I don't like
No
that.
contact. Or don't perceive me.
No.
No contact.
No contact.
Something with eye contact.
Yeah, no contact.
Avoiding eye contact with Matthew, Caitlin.
We could call it disassociation.
We just sit here for the whole hour like.
Should I look it up? Which one?
Look what up?
The name?
Name of what?
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Podcast.
Oh.
The name of what? Sorry.
I dissociated. I'm sorry. Okay, so me and my beautiful girlfriend, hopefully for a very long time. Don't hate me for not mentioning who you were other than just your name. Also try to keep the mic a little bit further away especially if you're going to be doing the pa and ba. I did that a lot. So if you're using P words, B words, that type of shit, it would completely cut out and be like.
We should call it the B Word Podcast.
Welcome back to PPP Podcast. It was just like. Well, anyway, I had to go to urgent care, and I was the last one in the door, and it was like 7:15 ish when me and Maya walked in, and the lady at the counter like visibly was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because they close at 8. Oh. So there's we did get out at like 8:10, so it was very, very quick. I didn't hold them up for that long, but I was having like UTI like symptoms.
Oh no.
You were?
And it was like for men that's very uncommon.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm like, I know I'm clean. I don't be sleeping around.
I didn't even think of that.
I don't be sleeping around. Maya doesn't. Maya's clean. She has no symptoms. So I'm like, okay, this has to be something that I somehow got.
Yeah.
So we go back. And they get I almost said stool sample. We get a urine sample.
Poop in this cup, sir?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what?
But when I first got there, I didn't need to pee. So it was very awkward when the lady was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and get your urine sample. I'm like, I don't need to pee. I'm like, I had my water bottle, and I'm like, I drank like 90% of it. I'm like, I can't. She was like, okay. And I was like, fuck. So we go to the room, and then like 10 minutes later, the doctor comes and he's like, all right, we're going to need a urine sample before we can continue. Because otherwise I have nothing to go off of.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll try. And of course, as soon as I try, it was just like a fucking floodgate. I was like, you fucking kidding me? It was so much. I had to fucking stop and like, anyway, too many details. So the guy was like, there was a lot of white blood cells in your urine. So that shows that there is some type of infection. And he's like, well, we don't know what it is just yet because we probably won't know until the panel comes back or whatever. But he wanted to go ahead and treat me as if it was chlamydia or like gonorrhea. So he was like, we're going to give you an antibiotic shot. I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. And we're going to get you on some antibiotics. I was like, okay, that's fine too. She was like, all right. He explained to me and Maya, like, if it is this, then he's like, you have to understand that if Matthew comes back positive, you are also going to have to get tested, and pointed at Maya. And so it was like this very awkward, like, oh my God. And the dude was like, well, you know, with this type of thing, you know, UTIs aren't very common, so it is more likely to be a STI or something like that. He was like, the STIs that we think it might be based off of your symptoms are very gonorrhea or chlamydia-like. And was like, you primarily get that from anal sex. And I was like, I literally went, nope. I'm like, I don't do that. I do not. That is not my thing. So, and he was very professional about it. But the whole time I was like, what the fuck is happening? So he leaves, and I think I was wearing this hoodie. And so I like put the hoodie up, and I have it hanging around my neck, and I like already have my left shoulder out. And maybe 10 minutes later, a nurse comes in and is like, all right, we're going to have to put the shot in your hip. And I was like, what? I literally freaked out because I've never had that happen before.
Hip?
In my hip. In my fucking hip.
You both have never had shots in your hip?
No.
Not in my ass.
Oh,
No.
I was going to say, that's pretty common for women.
The hip? That sounds so uncomfortable.
Freak the fuck out.
I've had a shot like well, you can't see on the camera, but
I
like
think
right
I might
here.
still have the Band-Aid on. I might be able to show you where the shot was. I might be able to show the good listeners. I might be able to rub it on the camera or on the microphone to get them a good audio experience.
Did it hurt?
Well, here, let me get to that.
Oh no.
So, I immediately start freaking out, and when I get really nervous, I'm just yapping. So I was like, oh, is it going to be sore? How long is it going to be sore? Are you really? Are we really going to have to do this? And so I'm like, all right, fine. I'm like, let's just do it. And so she was like, all right, go ahead and turn around and lean over onto the bench and put all your weight. She's like, do you want it on your left or right side? And I said left because I sleep on my right side. So she's like, put all your weight on your right side. You've been through this process. So you know.
For Depo.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've...
Yeah.
They make you lean on one
Okay.
side. So it's
Yeah.
not the muscles not tense.
As a 22-year-old man who's only ever had needles poked into his arm or shoulder, this is very foreign to me. This is a whole new experience.
I feel like this is why this is so funny to me, because when it was anywhere but your arm, you're like, what?
No, I never even thought of that as being a possibility.
They might as well have said, we have to put it in your eyeball.
Yeah.
Bend over and pull your pants down.
Yeah. And the doctor, he was like, we're going to get you an antibiotic shot. I was like, okay, cool. Shot arm.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. That's how it's always been. That's been the pattern thus far.
Probably just for men.
Yes, exactly. But I know they put shots in your butt. I know, I'm like, with rabies, they do it in your stomach. I
forgot.
After they said hip, I was like, oh, what if they said stomach? Or what if they had to put it into my pee-pee hole?
Into your bone marrow. I think the reason they do that is because it hits your bloodstream faster.
And it's the area that's affected.
Yeah.
So it's closer.
True.
But, oh my God.
So,
I wish you guys could have seen my inner processes freak out when she said hip. That was so...
So what is up with that? Did you ever get the test back?
I did.
You did.
Well, before I...
Okay,
It was
Continue.
chlamydia.
We got to go in chronological order. Just make sure you guys wash your hands before we leave. Just kidding. Just kidding.
That took a second to process.
I'm negative. You guys fucking ruined
What the
timeline.
fuck was it?
Well, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
So you prying. You got to let me get there. The train hasn't left the station yet. So... how long have we been recording? I've been hogging the fucking time.
No, go ahead.
I will yield my time very shortly. So
It's only been 13 minutes.
no, I know, but I know
invested.
we're very limited today.
It's been 10 minutes.
Okay, so I bend over reluctantly and leaned far onto my right side, and the lady just pulled my pants down just a little bit and started rubbing the alcohol wipe. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right. I was gonna be like, let me know before you do it, but I was like, just do it. I'm like, just do it. I just want to get this over with. And she put in the shot, and I immediately was like, oh, that's not that bad.
Oh, okay, good.
It's really like immediately was like, it felt like a needle going in. I could feel the needle, but like the pain that I always feel in my arm, that sharp, like deep throbbing pain was just not there. And I was like, oh, I literally like was bending over in front of this lady going, oh, that wasn't that bad.
It's because it paralyzed you in the process.
Yeah. I literally told her, I was like, thank you for making that easy, because I barely felt that. And there was another lady in the room that was probably there to hold me down if need be. But the second lady was very annoyed with my rambling before. I was like, because they were about to close. And I'm like, but yeah, it turns out I didn't actually need that shot. It was just precautionary. I didn't test positive for anything. I found that out yesterday at 8 in the morning and was just like, oh my God. I'm like, I
feel like you and Maya were probably like looking at each other like, what is happening?
I was worried. I'm like, Maya, I need you to understand, I don't do shit.
I'm like, if you had it, then it wasn't you.
Right. And I told the doctor this. I just got over a stomach bug, and I had really bad diarrhea. You know about this. I told you about this.
I actually woke up last night with really bad diarrhea.
Really?
It like woke me up out of the night. It was like so painful. Sorry.
Wow.
I had to take medicine this morning.
Well, so as a man with diarrhea, your stuff kind of just hangs in the bowl.
What?
Oh, your junk.
Yes.
Oh.
So when it gets explosive, it might get you might get a little tattered. You might get tainted. And this was never a thing to me before this happened. There was one time I was at work, and the way they have their plumbing set up, when you're sitting on the bowl and someone in the women's restroom, which is on the opposite wall, it's the same wall but with the same pipes, when they flush, your toilet water gurgles and it shoots water up.
Have you ever had that happen to you,
Never,
Becca?
never in my life.
That's not normal.
No, right.
I've had that happen to me, and it like hits your butt cheeks, and you're like, oh my God.
It was so fucking bad. It was everywhere. I was in the bathroom for 10 minutes just cleaning up. Oh my God. I was like almost.
Wait, your shit water.
Yes. Yes.
I just thought water, shit water.
This was in the first like 3 hours of my 12-hour shift. So I went the whole day with shit particles everywhere.
Wait, explain the bathroom. Is it like one toilet? Is it stalls?
It's like 8 toilets, 8 stalls, and 2 urinals that are closed.
And men's bathrooms are usually freaking disgusting. Have you ever had to pee so bad you have to use a men's bathroom?
Yeah. That one is usually pretty bad, but that day, thank God they just cleaned it. So like I didn't have to worry about that. But my thing is what if I got shit in my urethra and that caused it? I told the doctor that, and he was like, it's probably not that because of how rare UTIs are. He was just like, he didn't really say that, but he kind of gave me the vibe as if he's like, you're just saying that because you're in front of your woman. You know what I mean? You're trying to get out of it.
That's probably what it was.
In the notes, it was like, patient says he has only one partner. And I was like, oh my God.
Because if you miss some and you put your underwear back on,
right, it in there.
Marinates.
Yes, that's a horrible way of putting it. But yes, it means
because if you don't pee for like hours after that, it has time. Because like with women, it's like, or with female people. Sorry, because obviously not every woman is a female.
Cis females.
Every cis women. Or people that are female.
Yeah, female is the derogative term because it's.
Well, it's females. I'm talking about biology. So I'm going to say female.
Oh, okay, so you're saying there's only 2 genders. Let's talk about that. No.
Female is not a gender.
What?
Female is not a gender, Matthew.
What is it
It's a sex.
Oh. I'm sorry. I must have misspoke.
I screamed into the
mic. Yeah, I did too. That whole sequence was like.
So female, cis women or females, it takes like 15 minutes to get infected with a UTI because of like how short their urethra is.
You also got to think that like men's pee holes are smaller than like we got like more holes down there.
Yeah,
you really had to hit a bullseye.
And obviously the urethra of a male is longer.
Yes, so it does make sense because the amount of time from that day to now was like 2 weeks. and then I started showing symptoms about 4 days ago.
That's why females have to pee after.
Oh yeah,
because that's what gets rid of it. But if you didn't pee for like
I
hours,
didn't pee for a while.
That's probably why. Because like once you pee, it gets rid of that.
Did you guys know that women have smaller organs than men, like smaller bladders?
It's because of our uterus.
Yeah, because we have a
to make room.
uterus. So, and I think we have smaller livers as well.
Probably, yeah.
So, like, example, if you were to like become an alcoholic,
Me?
if
I was making sure you're
let's
talking
say we
about.
both were alcoholics, you would be more likely to live longer because you have a bigger liver than I do. Women who are
Does it
alcoholics,
work like that? I just figured it was like.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's still running. We just have to. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Now clap. There you go. There you go.
Women, they have smaller
Females.
Smaller
sorry.
boners. They have little clits that are
Females.
bone.
Not
The
all
little
women are female.
clits
Okay.
are little boners.
Fine. Females
Clits are little boner.
They're little.
Oh
boners.
my god, there
They're
you
little
go.
boners.
Females have smaller livers. So, like, usually when a woman's an alcoholic, she doesn't live as long as a man.
And smaller paychecks and smaller status.
I mean,
We literally get less of everything.
yeah.
and it's pretty great for me because I get more of everything. I'm just gonna say I get way more pussy than you guys. I'm just gonna say.
Matthew, you
I mean, if
actually
I
don't know
tried-
that.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Don't talk about
So
that.
that's why you have the STI, bitch.
No, because mine is clean, and we always use protection. Mom, if you're listening to this, you probably already know this. I'm sexually active. I'm sorry.
Mom's like clutching her pearls.
I'm
like
She's not Catholic.
pearls don't mean Catholic. It just
Rosary? Is that what you mean?
That's
Clutching.
not made of pearls. That's plastic, right?
You just demoralized a whole religion.
I thought clutching pearls just meant like
Older woman.
uptight.
I just assumed that was the rosary.
No.
Like it is.
No.
Look it up.
It's like an uptight.
Look it up.
Like,
Use your trap
like
phone.
A very
I think.
conservative
Look it up.
woman
Look it up.
clutching pearls.
Either clutching the pearls or you're touching the girls. Jeffrey Epstein said that.
Ew, dude.
Jeffrey Epstein
Oh, I
said
thought you
that.
meant girls and boobs.
No.
That's what I thought you meant. Too.
Underage females of the woman's sex.
Cis women, cis girls.
Sister
Clutching, pearl clutching, outrage or dramatic protest, especially from a woman, caused by something the person perceives as vulgar.
Look up if clutching pearls is rosary.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
the reason.
I'm
I was
like,
looking. Oh no, you might be right. Wait.
why is that a bad thing? What? A man can't be right anymore? We've been right too long.
All men are canceled.
All men are friends.
No, they're not.
Yeah, we
There's
are.
like
We get along pretty well.
there's no link.
Okay. All right.
It's nothing came up, so
That's
I
fine.
don't know.
That probably means that it's not a thing then. It's not what I thought it was. I was wrong, and I'm sorry
But there
for that.
are rosaries made of pearls, so I'll give you that.
You could have the point. I don't need it.
Wait, did you see my TikTok about confronting that person?
What person?
The Starbucks video.
Yeah.
A person.
You said Starbucks was canceled.
Yeah.
I remember hearing
Listen-
that when I was editing.
But basically,
Yeah,
someone. I was at a stoplight and someone pulled up beside me on my passenger side, and they started waving at me, and I rolled my window down, and they're like, "Hey, is there a Starbucks around here?" And I'm like,
I want some Starbies.
and I just looked at them dead face and said, "They support genocide." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "They support genocide." And then he was like, "Oh, okay," and he rolled his window up.
He's
And
like, I
then
don't feel like doing this.
He almost went into a one-way street because I think he was so frazzled. I don't know, but he started going straight in a turn lane. It was like a one-way at where he was going, and then everyone was like honking at him. So I'm really hoping he didn't go to Starbucks.
You killed him.
Probably, that's fine.
He went.
I'm just kidding.
He was murdered.
But sometimes I can be intense with people because I'm very okay. This is another thing. Autism side note. I have a very strong sense of justice, and you're probably because I stand up for things very intensely, and I feel like you guys probably know that already.
I know you did when you were on the alcohols. You would stand up for yourself a lot more, which is a good thing to stand up for yourself.
But I
that
did
is
it
something
toxic.
I need to work on. But
I have a hard time with that, but I think I was more toxic when I was drinking.
I don't know. I just heard about it more. Is what I
Yeah.
mean. Like I would hear just be like Becca said what?
Yeah, I have a very strong sense of justice.
Yeah.
So.
I'm always drinking energy drink beforehand, so I'm more friendly.
Yeah.
I allow myself to have one a day.
I used to drink coffee every day. I just got off of it.
Yeah.
I do miss it. I will get back on it.
Yeah.
Coffee, it's in my future.
I feel like coffee is more of a summertime thing for me because I like iced coffee.
Yeah.
In the winter, it's more Red Bull and Monsters.
I used to be an iced coffee guy, and then at work they had free hot coffee, and I just let it cool off a little bit. It's so fucking refreshing. It's so like nice. This is gonna sound really bad, but like just that warm liquid seeping down my esophagus.
Oh yeah. Like piss. Okay,
Piss?
I tried.
Is that what you said?
Like piss. I tried Folgers. Okay, so I've been drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee, like from the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where you fucked up.
I like
No, I
Dunkin'.
don't know.
And it's been like really fucking good. Okay. And then I tried to switch to Folgers, and I'm like, this is dirt water.
You should try a dark roast.
Yeah, I like dark roast.
Dark roast is
Dark roast.
okay. I'm glad that that's not just me.
I
because-
like my coffee to be like potent,
Like full bodied.
like
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yes.
Is this so much better? I've been just doing medium roasts.
Medium's fine, but dark roast is just, it has a lot more chocolate notes to
Yeah,
it.
it
It's
does.
very nice.
Ooh.
It's very nice. At my job, or sorry, not my job, my previous job, I worked at a jewelry store or a jewelry repair shop or whatever. They had free hot coffee, and it was like this big old machine with buttons that would be like medium roast, dark roast, and decaf. No one ever got dark roast. I would always get dark roast, and I would always get it black. I would just drink the coffee. It
Yeah.
was so fucking.
My
It was crack.
favorite coffee is peppermint mocha.
See,
Really?
I can't.
I get
love it.
I get why people like putting like stuff into their coffee, but there's just something about just coffee that's really, really strong. It's like McDonald's fries. You don't need to get ketchup and all that other stuff, but it makes it better. But it's so solid by itself.
You
Anyway,
don't put any sugar or anything?
no. Last time I got sugar in my coffee, it just was just like I was chewing. They put so much in it, and it ruined. They did this the last 2 times I went to Starbucks. I asked for a black iced coffee because I was in a hurry and I didn't have time to let it cool off, and they put like sugar in it.
You have to ask for liquid cane syrup.
I know. Well, no. I don't want that.
Liquid cane syrup is just water with sugar,
Right.
so it blends with the iced coffee.
Why did you say I had to ask for it?
Because that's how you ask for an iced coffee with sugar in it.
I didn't
'Cause if you
ask
just-
for it.
if you just ask for sugar.
I just asked for a black iced coffee.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm saying
'Cause
I
you said
don't.
sugar in it
You
anyway.
said
You're like,
you said the chew on sugar, so then Caitlin thought of
Oh.
the liquid
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it blends in.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't want anything in it except for ice and the coffee.
Okay.
That is it. And the last 2 times I've gotten it, they've just put other stuff in it. And I'm like, I get the coffee and it's like a lighter color. And I'm like immediately like, okay, what did you put in it? Because coffee is supposed to be like a dark brown, and this is like
Yeah.
poop brown.
Ew.
But
Like
Clean.
diarrhea colored.
like diarrhea. Me having the stomach bug that I had, it made me learn how to spell diarrhea correctly. Because of how many times I had to type it in. It's like I might not be able to do it off the top of my head, but if I was typing it, I would get it right.
Isn't
probably
there like a
first.
J?
No.
An H.
There's yeah.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. It's very Arabic. Diarrhea. Praise
Speaking
Allah.
of coffee,
Oh yeah.
when you know you're dehydrated when you pee in the afternoon and it still smells like your morning coffee.
Dude, there's
I did that
I
just now.
love that smell. I fucking love that smell, like it's smelling my own farts or like fucking gasoline, dude.
You're foul.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a
forget that
male.
Sometimes.
The fart thing?
No, I forget that you're a man.
Oh. What?
No, seriously.
No, I mean, like, sometimes I still
Oh.
look at you like
Wanna
you're a
know why?
child still.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because we hate men, and you're one of the few men we don't hate.
I'm an exception.
You're an exception.
I have a little green sticker saying this one can pass.
For now.
I'm at the
Yeah,
border
for
and they
now.
said, you check out, pal.
Just wait till you get older and you, like, get set in your ways, and we
Oh
might not
God.
like you anymore.
Yeah, give it 10 years. You guys are gonna be like, Matthew, you can't say the R word anymore.
Literally see them.
I will never say that. Becca's crazy. She
And
keeps trying to tell me I say the R word all the time. I fucking don't.
You did when you
Becca's
were, like,
crazy.
14.
I'm crazy.
You
guys.
made that up.
up.
See?
Oh, man, yeah.
See?
It's just gaslight Becca
She
like
made
you're
it-
crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
You always do this. You just keep making stuff up.
Matt, I retract my statement by giving you the sticker.
I'm already through the border. You can't stop me.
Do you know how a star has 5 points?
The Star of Judas?
Yes.
What are you about to say, Becca?
I'm just gonna say
What do you have to say about Israel, Becca?
No, shut up. I was just gonna say, what if your the points of the star has been revoked? So you only have 4 prongs left.
Was that one episode of SpongeBob with the gold star?
Insert clip here.
I might not be able to do that.
Aw.
They know. If you guys are watching this, you already know.
All right, we should move on to our Reddit segment.
Yes,
now.
we got. See, I agree with you. I agree we should go in that direction. Okay.
Do I need to chill?
When you burp, do the Statue of Liberty. Okay. Because there was so many times. Okay, that's exaggeration. There was once or twice where we were talking and you're just like, bah! And then I cut to your face and you're like, what are you, a fucking monster?
So, does it fuck with the audio?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Because I can't separate. It's all in one feed. If I was
Right.
able to have 3 different things, I would just turn down your burp, and it wouldn't be a big deal. And you could have free reign. But when you do burp, I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying when you do, just do the Statue of Liberty and just put it a little bit further away to make it quieter.
Okay. What did I do? Was I too close?
You were like, bah!
Looking directly into
I will show you when I finish editing. But I do not disagree that we should move into a semi-scripted part of the show. But I do like it better when we were just free flow, because we don't have to worry about being like, but we have to make sure we do this.
My concern is that a lot of times when we do just talk, a lot of times we don't ever finish one topic
And we jump on to the next. Yeah.
So I think that could be frustrating to a viewer.
Well,
Like, wait,
As long as we finish the conversation,
Yeah.
Matthew can
I think-
fix that in post.
that's what
But
I'm
can
thinking.
I?
But a lot of times, do you even know if we finished most of the conversations we had? Do you know right now?
We finished the one about the doctors and getting
Yeah.
STI testing.
Did
So
we?
we just have to really focus.
Oh no, we did not finish that one. There was a part that I didn't
Oh,
get to
no.
finish.
There you
Matthew
go.
has one more
Go
part.
ahead.
Sorry, guys. Why did I say that like a Canadian? I said sorry.
Sorry.
So the guy said, well, if it is a UTI, then we'll add medication to the prescription or whatever. Well, it came back saying that it wasn't anything, but there were abnormal levels of white blood cells in my urine. So it's probably a UTI. And I tried to call back yesterday to get that prescription, and it just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. And I hung up, and I tried calling back again, and it rang a couple of times, and then it was just like, beep, and they hung up on me. So I'm like, that could have been like just something happened to the line, but I'm like, I just need antibiotics for a UTI. I don't want to have to go into an urgent care again to be like, I was told I was I tried to call, blah, blah, blah. So
you never got it?
No. So
the heck?
although the antibiotic shot helped with some of the symptoms, I do feel it's starting to come back.
Oh no.
So
UTIs are so painful.
yeah, it's like it like burns and it's itchy as
Yeah.
fuck. I've never like. This might be a weird question. You guys might not have this, but does your guys' urethra route down towards your butthole,
What?
No.
or does it's just straight to the bladder?
It's just straight.
Okay, because with mine, I think it might run, or maybe this other area is affected, like the underneath my perineum or my taint, there is a tube, and that one is like very itchy.
A tube.
A tube. I don't know what tube. I don't know if it's my urethra.
I think it's for sperm.
That one is very itchy.
Interesting.
So that there could be just infection spreading, but
Maybe.
I would sit down and it would feel like I like just didn't wipe. It was so itchy.
Ugh.
I would be sitting down doing this all day, you know, like just getting. I mean, right now it doesn't itch, but
Like getting up in there.
yeah, I was at work like sitting on my. I'm like looking around like trying to just get some relief, but it's like inside of my body, so it's like I can't.
Ugh.
I wanted to get like a pipe cleaner and just like a packing a musket.
That sounds so uncomfortable.
God.
It honestly, I know it could be worse. It was very uncomfortable though, but
I think if a UTI goes untreated, it could affect your kidneys.
it could
Yeah.
really.
So-
You can get sepsis.
Yeah.
So
So you need to figure that out.
yeah. So I'll give them a
That's
call back
scary.
after that. After
Yeah,
this,
it can travel up and get a kidney infection.
if I have to, I'll just go back into urgent care.
Do you think they have caller ID and like knew it was you calling?
I'm like, no.
Like this guy again. The one
I
that
don't
cheated
wanna
on
talk
his
about-
girlfriend.
No. I did. I promise. You guys put a hood over my head. It's like this is like interrogation film. I think that might be the end of the story now. I'm currently untreated. I currently have a UTI.
Wait, I have well, I don't know if it would help post, but I have stuff that,
Azo.
No, it's
I bought Azo yesterday. Realized that's not
it
antibiotics.
never helps me.
Really?
Never.
I bought it because
Azo helps me.
I thought
Really?
I thought it would make it go away, but you need antibiotics to make an infection go away.
Yeah.
It just helps the symptoms. It
Yeah.
makes it less
I-
itchy and less
I spent
painful.
$7 or $8 on a pack of it and was like, "Sweet, I'm gonna be fixed now." And I read the instructions. It was like, "Does not replace antibiotic."
Yeah.
Fuck. So I opened the box and I didn't use it. So I guess Maya can have it if she needs it. So
All right. With the Reddit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you read one of them.
I didn't practice reading. How
Okay.
painful was
okay,
it?
I will say we made fun of Caitlin
But
a
mine was
lot.
worse.
But I did relieve. Okay, there were moments where you were like, you would take a second to read it. I cut those long pauses out, so it makes it seem like you're like more effortless.
Okay.
It made Caitlin look bad because
Please tell me you didn't.
no.
Okay.
No, I'm
I was
kidding.
so nervous
I'm
about
kidding.
it.
I kept in a couple of the stutters when I was like when I was making fun of you
Yeah.
just for you know,
Comedy effect.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic, so when I have to
Yeah.
like look at a word, I'm like trying to
I
decode it.
I
Basically.
Same.
yeah. Well, I don't think you can say you have it unless you're diagnosed, but I do realize how inhumane that sounds.
Yeah, fuck off.
And invalidating.
you can-
So I
literally
apologize.
was in classes for it as a kid, so for reading.
Yes.
So you can
I-
suck my ass.
I remember Becca getting pulled out of the pod
Yeah.
and into classes.
Pulled
I was
out
in
of the pod.
speech and reading, like
You're a little sapling, far from the pod.
In our elementary school, we had
Sapling.
pods.
the Saplin podcast.
Sorry,
You're gonna
guys.
give yourself pink eye.
I'm a
bro.
gassy boy. Yeah.
gassy boy.
I'm a gassy boy today. Maybe the air is traveling up, and that's what caused the UTI. That doesn't happen with men. Maya, I never realized this before I met Maya, but farts do travel up between vaginal lips.
Folds.
Yes, so
I
sometimes
nev-
they can go in the vagina.
Right. I never knew that was a thing until I heard Maya's farts, and I was like, dude, you need a fucking wipe. That sounds like you just shit yourself. It's like, I'm like, you just shit yourself.
It goes to the moistured area.
Yes, and it would freak me out every time. It would be like, "Oh my god, you're the most boisterous woman I've ever met." It caught me so off guard the first time I heard it because we got very comfortable very quick. We would fart and burp in front of each other like within the first week.
Yeah, that's.
I broke that seal pretty damn quick. So when I heard that like a month or two in, I was like, "What the fuck? Are you okay?"
There's two Matthews.
That's okay. I forgot to change the other label. It doesn't matter. I think yours. Yeah, yours is the bottom one.
We all want different stickers.
okay.
No, because we're gonna get confused. Like, which one was Matthew's?
Yours is a
You
dinosaur.
farted on that one. There's a podcast I listen to where they just rip farts into the mic like that. So I was like, maybe I should incorporate that in my craft.
We're a
Okay.
gassy bunch.
We're the gassy bunch.
Mine
We're
just comes from my mouth. Mostly.
this is the chamber of gas.
the gas chamber.
Nope. Free Palestine.
My
nope.
stomach has been.
I have heard of that. What?
My stomach
my
has been
God.
so upset lately. You guys do not want me doing
I
Don't do
literally
that.
had
Don't
to
do
take
it.
anti-diarrhea
It's
before
only
we started this.
It's only funny when I fart, guys. Don't do it.
mine are mine are stinky.
Mine were terrible when I had what I had
That's
going
what I'm
on.
saying. Is
I
mine
think-
mine would be stinky right now.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's like a scientific fact that like female farts are more potent.
That would make sense. Maybe male urine is more potent, but
Maybe.
female farts, they got
It's
the
like
farts.
more methane or something. I don't fucking know.
Because you guys are cows.
I think it's because we're conditioned to hold them in more.
Maybe. That lets it sit.
Or I don't know.
When
it's
you hold
something-
it in, I this is what I think happens is when you hold it in, it like simmers.
There needs to be. I'm sure there is a scientific study on how if farts do get stinkier if you hold them.
Yeah.
I think that might be a thing. So whenever you need a fart, unless you're in this room, just let it go.
I don't know. I like
The
now that
second I leave, you guys can have your girl time, and you guys can just rip farts. Go, oops. Like that one came up the front. I'm like, oh. You're getting shit particles on your puss.
God.
Dude, stop
Yeah,
it.
piss.
Your puss. Stop it. right now.
I'm crying.
I know.
Okay, Caitlin, do you need time to take a break?
No, I was just
Crying.
laughing.
I know. I'm gaslighting you, Caitlin.
Need a break?
Oh my god.
Need a break from the ads?
You're not you when you're hungry.
Are we doing Snickers now?
We're snickering.
Do like
Matthew, you're in my shot now.
Shut up.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh yeah, in the episode before, I literally told both of you guys to shut up. Like, it was not warranted at all. I was just trying to say something, and Caitlin was like, "Da, da, da, da," and I was like, "Shut up." And then Becca was like, "Da, da," I'm like, "Shut up." Yeah, it was so funny because it was like I showed Caitlin talking, and I was like, "Shut up." And then Becca started, "Shut up." It was just, I don't know. I really enjoyed editing.
Honestly, it was warranted.
Yes.
It was very much.
I believe if I'm telling someone to shut up, it is warranted because I don't tell people to shut up.
You tell us to shut up all the time.
Okay, because it's warranted. See what
Because
I said?
It's probably because we interrupted you, just like I did just
I
now.
get an allotment of shut ups January 1st for the year, and I use just about damn near every one of them on you guys. So it's warranted.
We'll see how this goes.
We'll see about that, pal.
Yeah, we'll see about
Do
that.
we want to do Reddit? Am I the asshole now?
Becca,
I didn't practice.
do you want to go
Oh,
first,
yeah.
or do you want me to go first?
I'll go.
Let Becca go first so I can go ahead and get the boring part of the podcast over with.
This is the best part.
Uh-oh. Maybe. It could be.
It's what's popular right now.
I think we should just start. Thank you. I was about to be like, Becca, I told you not to burp, but I'm like, no, that's not what I said at all. Anyways.
Yeah, you can't control Becca's burps. They can't be leashed.
They cannot
be caged.
coming out of my cage, and I was doing just fine.
Ew, I have to talk.
God, I gotta be down because I want it all.
I think when Becca reads, we should just have like the TikTok like, am I the asshole for saying my poo-poo butt was stinkier than my girlfriend's?
I've actually read
Pee-pee stinker butt.
I've actually read one that was similar to that.
Yeah.
Poo-poo stink.
Butt. My poo-poo stinky
This
butt.
one's a little bit
Burger King foot lettuce.
controversially charged.
Whoa, it's like, I'm a Nazi, 25.
Well, it's more like it's obvious who's wrong and right. Am I the asshole for standing up against my racist father-in-law while visiting them after they paid for our travels?
Well, yes. Wait, no. You just have to read the title. No. You're not the asshole.
You said yes.
Yeah, no, I said yes, and I was like, wait. If someone's being racist and you stand up and you're like, that's fucked up,
Even though
you're
they
not
paid
the
for your
a-
travels.
you're not the asshole.
Thank you. What
You're
do you
not.
think?
I mean, do you pay people to say the N-word? Would you pay someone to say the N-word? No, really. Would you be like, I want to say the N-word. Let me pay somebody.
I would say it if someone gave me $1 million.
Oh, that's different. I'm saying you would have to pay.
I would be paid to say it.
If someone took you on a trip and was like, I'm going to start saying the N-word now because I'm paying for your trip. I'm just going to let you know, I know there's nothing you can do because I'm paying for this trip. I'm going to be letting it rip the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Just know
I'm
that
gonna
they'd
beat
never
the
go
shit
on
out
a
of you.
trip with you ever again.
Right. But, I mean, you can... it doesn't matter the situation. If you be like, hey, don't say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the context. We haven't gotten any context.
Since
Guys,
I have a strong sense of justice.
racism
so
is all about
I will
context,
stand
guys.
up to whoever.
Just like with the police footage, we should probably see the whole context to make sure that... I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Jokes. Jokes.
Side-eye.
Jokes. This podcast is about jokes.
What do you think so far, Caitlin?
I don't even remember what the title is anymore.
Oh my
Am I
gosh,
the
she's
asshole?
fucking racist.
For standing up to my racist father-in-law while visiting them after they paid for our travels.
Oh, it's after? No.
After? Why does it matter?
It shouldn't matter. That the context of the where you are should not matter with racism.
Yeah, that's, I mean, absolutely.
you're-
Do I even need to read it then?
If you're in America, that is very shamed upon.
I mean, anywhere it's shamed upon.
Well, I'm just saying, I can't speak for like Indonesia. I don't know.
Okay, the last
if
time
they-
somebody said the... Sorry, did I cut you off?
No, you're fine.
Last time somebody said the N-word around me, I was like, whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey! Hey now! That's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It's one of those things when you hear it and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's like it takes your brain
When
a
you're
second
not
to process
expecting it will catch
Like
you way off
Momo.
guard.
I know she didn't say it like
Did
that.
she say it?
She
no,
said it.
no. She said the name of a plant that is that says has that
But
in the name.
the part of the joke was that she said the word.
Yeah.
But it was funny. if it's funny, it's okay.
No.
If you go to a stand-up show and you say the N-word and it's not funny, you're gonna get booed off.
I think the context is very important there. Who is saying it?
Yeah, that matters too.
How are they saying it? Why are they
If a
saying
white person,
No.
Wait, do
80
you remember in school when they would basically make us say it?
no,
Well, it wasn't like
they didn't
the-
for me. They said you don't have to.
For me, they're like, it's okay to say it because it's part of literature, and I was like, I'm not saying it.
Yeah,
Oh, you're meaning like reading old text.
like To Kill a Mockingbird or something like that, or whatever.
Well,
that
I don't know if
book
they ever
was.
said the hard.
No,
It was more like the color, but like the
Oh,
derogatory-
Negro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't- is
that's
that-
that's
that-
the Spanish word for black.
I don't know
but
if
it
that's
is
okay.
it's bad.
The contact is that like a context thing?
If I was saying that word out in public, I am probably gonna
Like,
get fucked up.
referring to a person.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. I probably won't blur it because I'm not. It's still a bad
Well,
thing
that's a
to
Spanish
say.
word for black.
Okay, Caitlin, you're sounding very racist right
Really?
now. Welcome back to the Racist Podcast. I was
Can we
we're-
like steer the conversation away?
Wait,
Yes.
should we call us like the charcuterie boards because we're a bunch of crackers?
I like that.
We bring the
We'll
meat.
call it the shakuchi board.
charcuterie board because there's 3 crackers and a little bit of meat because there's only.
a little bit. Emphasis on little bit.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't have to know. So
Thank
my OnlyFans and you'll find out. No.
I
That's
think
bad.
Maya wouldn't like that.
Honestly, me and Maya have had that conversation
I've had that conversation with Justin.
because we're like, we need money, and I was like, I was the one that was like, what if we just did OnlyFans?
Dude, there was this one dude who did OnlyFans, and he just played guitar naked, and he made some money.
Oh man,
like the cowboy guy from New York.
the one dude
Yes.
that splits logs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you know. I get that dude every once in a while. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah, no.
If I was gay, woo!
yeah, like, you have eyes.
I like how his Carhartts and his suspenders sit on his shoulders. Goddamn.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when it's like an obvious thirst trap, it cringes me out
Yes.
so bad.
Like, do you watch Cody Co?
yeah.
Do you know that one dude, the cooking guy that like shoves his face in like the dough? He like slaps it.
Oh wait, yeah, he
Yes.
does like the weird finger.
Yes. I'm like,
stuff. It's so cringy.
Yes, yeah.
I can't.
yeah, it's
And he
pretty
like
bad.
smacks his butt sometimes.
It's like seeing a man do something that they think women want to see makes me repulsed.
Yeah.
I thought it was for comedic factor.
No,
we might be talking about different
unironic.
things here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's talking about Filthy Frank or How to Basic. The dude that would throw eggs on everything.
No, I'm talking about the dude who would cook and like sometimes he would like do
Yeah,
the things with his fingers.
that's How to Basic. He'd be like, nah!
No. It would show him in the whole frame, and then he'd like
Do
smack
the
his butt and
sensual
stuff.
touching of
Yeah.
dough.
He never shoved anything inside of a chicken like
No,
sexually. Okay.
no.
Do they still make videos?
How to Basic does. Filthy Frank. I mean,
I
you know
know.
Filthy Frank now, but Chad, one of the bigger guys.
Chad.
Anything for views, and Max
Yes,
Mofo.
I love their podcast.
Cold ones.
Yes.
I used to watch their episodes, but they just do podcasts now, I think. But yeah, they are a very funny group. I love their grog.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of grog. I fucked that up. Cut that. That was more British than Australian. I know the difference. I'm well informed. Caitlin,
You're cultured.
What were you saying? Something? I feel like
I don't remember.
Uncultured swine. What?
fucking
what did I do?
pig.
Okay, Becca, read the post.
Okay. See, like if we go, well, this was supposed to be more structured, and we still got off track.
That's okay. I would allow it to happen. I feel like that's what makes our conversation so. That's how they keep going. We just keep adding fuel to the fire when the fire's already blazing. Just throw everything in there.
All that's left to do is dance and chant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We
That's
need
racist. I
someone-
can't do that.
We need someone to be.
That's against the Native American people, but they do prefer being called Indian because that's what they've been called for forever. It is a very derogatory term.
I'm not sure about that one.
Derogatory term. Derogatory term.
I'm gonna stick to Native
I
American.
think it's more like they can only refer to themselves as that.
Maybe I have heard. I mean, from the internet, so it could. I'm a white man speaking for another group.
Yeah.
What the fuck is my problem?
Maybe you should.
I'm
shut
sorry.
Up.
Yeah, maybe you should just shut your
If
mouth.
I could give you back land, I would, but I don't think you guys had Northern Kentucky. What?
Colonizer.
Colonizer.
No, our ancestors did not colonize.
Are you fucking
We're from
insane?
Ireland. We were
Not full.
We're
We got
like
a little bit of
56
colonizer.
We're like 56%.
We got
I
like
thought it was
40%
80.
colonizer.
Is it 50?
It's like 50, yeah.
It's mostly. Oh, I guess
We have
German.
German and Swedish.
Okay, never mind. We were European. Okay, never mind.
European.
No, actually, you are, bitch.
You are.
You just did. I'm not.
I did. It
UTI.
smelled like
For some
coffee.
reason, my UTI, I pee less.
I think we're mostly
Interesting.
Scottish.
No. We're mostly Irish. We have some Scotland, but
I will
way
pull the information up right now.
with what phone, bitch?
I have a laptop.
It's just me and you, brother.
I have a laptop.
WWE theme starts playing like the yeah, or like the Undertaker like bong, like the bells. He like comes out of the coffin. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, Becca.
Yeah. Oh, I keep thinking you're saying something. I'm like, go ahead, Caitlin.
It's
Yeah.
because you guys kept talking over me in the beginning.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no
That is
point in
true.
reading that.
Sorry.
Well, it's a little shocking, but like, it's like blatant racism. Okay, my family and myself arrived at my in-laws, whom we are staying with for a few days to celebrate belated Christmas. They insisted on paying for our flights to see them instead of us driving. I famously don't get along with her family for many reasons, but I can usually stay civil. Before arriving, my wife reminded me to be civil for the sake of her grandmother, who also lives with them. Around an hour ago, my mother-in-law asked my father-in-law if he worked on MLK Jr. Day. He replied, "We don't take N day off in Texas." N meaning N-word.
Oh my god.
I let it slide, but he continued for another 5 minutes with in this, in that, as an N-word, this, N-word, that. Continuing with, I don't know why they even closed the banks. N-words don't use banks. They wouldn't even know how to if they had enough money.
He's just rapping.
Shut up.
Obviously, this is out of context.
But
He's
okay,
just
the context
rapping.
is the person, the father-in-law saying this is a white man.
Yeah, obviously, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's very fucked up.
I had enough and interrupted him with, "Are you fucking serious?" He met me with a confused gaze from the room, from the other room. So I continued telling him it was disgusting how casually racist he was and left the room. Now my wife is pissed at me. She's not okay with the racism either, but ignores it for the sake of the family. And I'm basically secluded to the room we're staying in for the duration of the trip. So I ask, am I the asshole for standing up, or should I have ignored the situation?
No, call out your racist family members. Call them out.
Yeah.
Like,
Even if it's not your family?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Like, the only reason they're doing it is because they don't get any backlash from it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, call them out.
So there's an edit. It says, clarification, this isn't for clout. I'm legitimately worried I made the wrong decision and am the asshole.
No.
Just to be more clear, her grandma lives with them and raised her. She's a kind woman and, as far as I'm aware, not racist in the slightest. Her mother, or the mother-in-law, has manipulated the family into getting legal control over her grandma after some weapon-grade gaslighting. Damn.
Sweet.
Her grandfather
Good for
died
her.
last year.
Oh,
Why
So
is
we're-
it good for her?
I was joking.
Fuck off.
She got legal custody. Good for her.
Yeah, you seem like serious with the good for her. That's why it's you
No,
need to
I was-
clarify that
okay,
you're joking.
I will clarify. It's gonna be like atomic, like "Brrr! I am joking. I am joking.
Sarcasm!
Sarcasm. No, not really. I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out.
Apparently not, because you're being sarcastic. And me and Becca are both looking at you like
Yeah.
side eye.
Like I think Matthew might be the imposter.
Take him out.
Matthew seems kind of sus.
We're having a team meeting.
Yeah, so I
Yeah. I'll just,
so I think that one is obvious that they're not the asshole.
No, they're not.
Obviously not the asshole. That's what you just said.
They seem like the only
Oh.
people who were
Obviously
standing
not.
up.
I was thinking of the guy. For some reason, sometimes I think of the other person and the situation. Becca, you were doing really good lip reading what I was just saying. I'm like, what do you mean the other guy's not the asshole? And I was like, that you had to have misspoken, but I was misinformed.
No, you just were stupid and dumb. So the person that
Rude.
made the post,
That hurts my
the person
feelings.
that called out the father-in-law, is not the asshole.
No.
Not the asshole. The Bluetooth device is connected. Ready to pair. It says, am I the asshole for not wanting to spend the entire vacation sun up to sundown with my husband's family?
No, you're not the asshole.
Right.
You're gonna say yes.
No. I think just based off of the title, if someone's paying for you to go have a vacation and they expect you to be with them the whole time, that's a little bit shitty.
That's absurd.
Especially if you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I haven't really read too much into it, but oh wait. So they planned the vacation.
You're just skimming it.
No. I thought it was the other way around because when it's like, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
I think I read this one already. No, I didn't
It's
read
fine.
it for the podcast.
It's
I mean, I
fine.
read it like flicking.
It says, my husband and I were planning a vacation for us and our 2 kids. We'll be gone for 8 days in the summer. We saved for this trip for years and we're super excited. This place is about 3 hours away from my husband's family. They invited us to spend some days with them. However, from the start, I said I wanted alone time with just the 4 of us, with the kids getting older. We don't get a lot of time with them. We don't have the money to travel often. I suggested 3 to 4 days with his family, and then we go to the actual vacation spot. I also set the boundary we would stay in a hotel. They all seemed to agree. However, out of nowhere, my husband's family decided to go to our vacation spot for the full 8 days. That's when the hints began that we all get a house to rent. I said no. I love my husband's family, but it would just be too much, and I wanted time for just us. We don't need to be around each other 24/7. After that, my sister-in-law started making plans for all 8 days that included us. I put my I put my foot down to my husband and said no. We could spend 4 days with his family, maybe 5, but I wanted a few with just us. We never get to go on vacation, and his family visits once or twice a year, so it's not like we don't see them. My husband says I've hurt his family's feelings. When I spoke to my sister-in-law, she said I should understand why it hurts that I won't spend the entire time with them. I asked how they'd feel if they planned a trip, and we tried to change the plan. She said family does this stuff to each other. Now I'm already dreading the trip and wonder if I'm being overdramatic and should just give in to avoid drama. Am I the asshole?
No. Okay.
Next. No, I'm just kidding.
That family sounds like a family that loves to disrespect boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, imagine they said that they saved up for this for years.
Yeah.
Imagine wanting to have a vacation with your family, like your
Hi.
Was it immediate family?
Imagine if it was like Justin's family.
In-laws?
No, I mean like just the people in your household.
People in your household, and then your significant
Immediate.
other's immediate
In-laws.
family.
Well, I'm saying you're planning a vacation with just the people in your household.
Yeah, and then they add to it.
Which that would be fine if it wasn't the whole time.
And
Yeah.
if they weren't trying to get a house together. Like if they had separate hotels or like separate houses.
You would have like that
maybe-
wind down time.
Because they said they would, I think they said like they were okay with spending like 5 days with them or something like that.
Yeah.
And then having
Yeah,
like 3
just-
days for themselves.
just a little bit of
Even
time.
that is like way more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for them to get upset that they don't want, like they need them to be with them the whole time without
don't get
having
me.
time for themselves.
I can't imagine.
Because I feel like the vibe of like going on a vacation with people you're closer with versus going on a vacation with people that you're not around every day, it's a different vibe. It's like a different experience.
You have to mask differently than you would
Yeah.
mask normally.
Literally.
It is very difficult because you're like, which personality do I pull out of the bag
Yes.
today? I do that a lot. I have like a different personality for family, for certain friends, for work, especially work. I'm like a very
Do you know that's not normal?
no, that can't be normal. But I couldn't even imagine being the same person in every scenario.
I know.
It's very different, or very difficult to imagine.
If I planned a vacation with just the people in my household and then some other family showed up, I mean, I would probably be like, okay, that's fine. But if they started like taking over my vacation, I'd be so upset. Like, because I had this plan for years. I've been saving this up for years, and I want to do what I want to do because it's my vacation. That's how I feel about it. They're definitely not the asshole.
No.
Like having one-on-one time with the people that you live with, like other than just staying home, like doing things that you enjoy together.
Yeah. A vacation's supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read mine now.
I was hoping she would be like.
She likes to plop on my hand. I wonder if she'll do it.
She's not gonna sniff it.
Do it. Do the plop. She's gonna bite you.
Oh. Most cats that I pat their butts, they usually like that. Like,
Well, you're violent.
well, I know, but sometimes
I
they
do
like
it
that.
softly. But
Sometimes they like that.
Milo loves it.
Really? He just goes. "Rah!" Does he yell at you when he does it? Oh, okay. There's some cats that yell at you when you pat their butt, but like don't they? It sounds like they want you to stop, but they want you to keep going.
Am I the asshole for starving my sister? I, 14, so mind you, they're a child, recently watched my younger sibling. For dinner, I made them a PB&J since it was getting late, and my sister asked for more food. I refused as I wasn't sure if they were allowed to eat it. My mom sometimes preserves food. When mom got back, she yelled at me for starving my sister. My sister is 5 and got a sandwich the size of her face. My mother sometimes takes dinner as a punishment. If it was food she was preserving, she would have yelled at me anyway. She pointed out that I could have texted her, but she was at a pottery class, which would have been an interruption to text, and I didn't think it was a big deal. And am I the asshole? For extra context, I'm homeschooled in the countryside, so I have no contact with anyone on the outside.
So
What does she mean by preserve?
I don't know.
That seems like toxic.
It seems like her mom is using food as a weapon.
She wants to preserve the food.
she didn't feed her sister. What happened?
She didn't feed her sister. She gave her sister. Okay, so she was watching her sister while her mom went out and did whatever.
Okay.
To the pottery class.
Yeah.
And she fed her sister a PB&J, but didn't feed her more because she was afraid of how her mom would react.
Okay.
So she
No.
just fed her the sandwich, and then when her mom got back, her mom yelled at her for not feeding more, and she said that even if she would have fed her more, she still would have been yelled at either way.
Oh yeah. So, I would rather get yelled at for not feeding enough than feeding too much, because then your mom can be like, "Now we're all gonna starve," you know, and then blame you.
Oh, is that what preserved mean? They didn't
like
have enough food?
ration, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, the mom, there was one point, I guess it's not on there anymore. It says that she uses dinner as a punishment.
Yeah. So she'll take it away from you?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't eat dinner tonight because you're bad.
Yeah. That's
it
fuck.
sounds
I don't miss that as a kid.
The child is not the asshole.
No.
That's
The
really
mom's
abusive.
bad.
Children can be assholes, but this child in particular is not the asshole.
You should not
No.
use food as a way to punish your
No,
child.
no, never. Or like sending them to bed, because then you're gonna think sleep is bad.
So the kid probably thought if they overfed their sister that the mom would punish them by not giving them food the
Probably.
next day.
Yeah.
Probably.
So the kid still ate. It's not like she didn't give them or whoever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a PB&J, but she was afraid to give her more food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking.
I want you to think about that.
So I think that was like the best reaction they could have done.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have gotten in trouble either way.
It's fucked up. It reminds me of the Gypsy Rose.
Oh
shit.
my God.
Not to get into that. I know
She
you're
was released.
Yeah, I know you're familiar. Are you familiar with Gypsy Rose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see she was released?
Yeah. I've been watching her TikToks and stuff.
Not to get into that, but that reminds me of this because of like some mother that's like, "You can eat."
Someone said, "I'm staring in CPS."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, call Child Protective Services, please.
Yes.
Like, and plus, like, someone's like, why didn't your mom just leave you money for dinner, like to order pizza or something?
Like,
Yeah.
okay, if they were rationing because they didn't have enough money for food, why was she at a pottery class?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound like if they were preserving
It's
food.
more like she's using it as.
What if her mom is a full-time potterer? That's not
why
even a
would she
word.
be at a pottery class?
Because she's learning more about
instructor.
harder.
Also-
oh, she could be the instructor.
She could be, but like, also it
Ah.
shouldn't be the sister's responsibility to take care of the younger sibling.
No.
Yeah.
While it's not her
In
responsibility.
some
to raise her.
circumstances, it's probably fine. Like if you're gonna be gone for a couple of hours, but like just make sure she eats.
Yeah.
Like in this situation, I think it would be fine to take care of a kid. 14, I think, is right on that age where it's okay to watch a younger sibling.
Mm-hmm.
But you should not depend constantly. Like if it's a full day thing, or like it doesn't, it will not substitute childcare.
No.
And you shouldn't weaponize food against your children.
Right. That is the most important part. Even if you are low, that is, I mean, dare I say, on the parent for not providing. Mm-hmm. Don't blame your children for eating when they're hungry.
Yeah.
So.
How dare you eat when you're hungry?
Do you remember you're not hungry, you're just bored?
Yeah.
I hated that because I was actually hungry.
Sometimes I would be bored and I would be like, oh, I guess I'll eat. You know what I mean? But if you are hungry, it is not boredom. You know.
Or she'd be like, drink a glass of water before you eat that.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch.
That's actually scientific, though.
Bitch.
But it's very temporary. Like,
well,
very
if you drink a glass of water, you won't overeat.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to stop bothering this cat. She's going to kill me.
Okay, I think that wraps this up.
Yeah, I think that.
We'll only do 3 today.
I am happy with that. We talked for like 40 minutes before we got into a segment. I think segments should be a smaller part of the pod. I do like having some sort of structure, but having too much just makes it seem ingenuine. Yeah. This time I actually felt like I feel more comfortable on camera because we weren't talking for 5 hours and then get on camera like, well, no, what are we talking about? We would have like
just now started the podcast.
Yeah.
Not even. We would still be like, so why can't it? Why is it only picking up 2 of the mics and not the third one? But yeah.
But yeah, the only structure that I have is the Reddit, just because it's popular, and I feel like that's how we can get people to watch it.
And I would like having a TikTok segment if we can get that. That would be fucking sweet.
Yeah,
I was
are
like,
we gonna do a sign out?
Okay.
That's what I was.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So we didn't really just goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
You can do that if you
Hit
want.
Hit the bell.
Actually, I don't want you to.
I'm gonna fart again into the mic.
I don't care what you do.
Actually, I'm gonna let this one. I'm gonna let that one go. That's a treat for your guys' ears. I spared you another beating.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you and have a good day.
Goodbye.
This is episode 2.
102.
Episode 2 of the Untitled, probably crappable pod.
102.
We be crapping in our apples.
It's episode 102.
We don't have to do none of that fancy shit. All right, this is 2024.
I just figured it would make it easier for later.
It would make it easier for right now that it's episode 2. I'm like, episode 102. There's 101 more before this?
Well, it's year 1, episode 2.
Actually, technically, we recorded... Oh, no, we did record the other one in January. Never mind, I was about to say.
That's why I was saying have 100. Okay, go
104 days of summer vacation. The school comes around us to end it. All right, bye. Bye, guys. Caitlin can't say bye, so we're going to cut it now. Cut.
I'm leaving.
Bye. See you guys later. Goodbye. I'm going to be the last one because everyone's leaving me.
I'm going to go get my SD thing.
All right. Go ahead, do that. Bye, guys.